Hallelujah. Yeah, we're closing right here. Praise God. Ah, He's a good God, isn't He?
Amen.
There's wonderful things that He's doing in Israel. You know, you maybe have wondered, why are the Jewish people so secular? Why is it when you've been there, did you notice, you were probably wondering, wow, God's given them all this revelation and all these things, and they're just so secular. It's like, I don't know if you noticed, but Carolyn is wearing a menorah. When we lived in Germany, people would come up to her and they would ask her, do you live here? Or are you a visitor? And she'd say, I live here. And one of the first questions they would ask is, don't you hate us? Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Why? Because of the Holocaust. It's just right under the surface. That's why there's this amazing move that's going on in the schools. Well, in Israel, it's the same thing. Right below the surface is the Holocaust. And it's the idea that if there is a loving God, how could He allow the Holocaust to happen to us? That's what's going through the typical Israeli, and that's why they are so secular. And so God put it on our heart, on my son and I's heart, to write a booklet about 24 pages that's accessible, it's easy to understand, that's illustrated, that is really a story of the Jewish people. People love stories about themselves and prophecies about how God, all these things that He was going to do, and then historically how He's fulfilled them. I don't have time to go through those, but when you see each one of those prophecies being fulfilled in history, one after another, after another, after another, you begin to realize, God didn't forsake us. He didn't just leave us out there. He has a plan for us. He cares for us. He loves us. And that is an amazing thing. The response is, well, if this is what you believe, why don't you wear a yarmulke and have tzitzi and peyot and all these things? Why aren't you Orthodox, they're asking. And we tell them, you know what? You can have a relationship with the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and you don't have to be Orthodox. You just need to know His Son, Yeshua, the Messiah of Israel. Hallelujah. And this is what God has called us to do. Right now, we've run out of time, but we plant congregations in the land, and we're planting a congregation right now in the valley, this Jordan Valley that we've been talking about, where Yeshua did His miracles, where He walked on the water, where He fed the 5,000, where He opened the eyes of the blind, where He healed the lame, where He did His miracles. And that the gospel has gone around the world, and it's coming back right now to our little valley where it all started. It's not a merry-go-round. It won't just keep going around. This is it. And this is another sign, another Moedim. So you see what God is doing. And you know what? You guys are very important. We mentioned, and I'm closing here, we mentioned the word, you've heard, we said it several times, how you say Christian in Hebrew. It's notzrim. Notzrim. Notzrim can also be translated watchman. There are a couple of ways to translate watchman. It can either be notzrim or it can be shomrim, guardians. But it's very easy when you see the word when you're reading in the Old Testament and you see the word watchman, you can substitute the word Christian in there. I just want to read you. I know that you guys had a great teaching on Isaiah 62, right? Yes.